So you have watched some of the amazing Star Citizen videos YouTube content creators have made, right? You now want to try this amazing game project yourself. It is important, however, that you also understand and accept that this project is still in development stage and is in alpha stage for the past 10 years. Understanding this will avoid frustration to overwhelm you when you encounter issues related to bugs in the game. And you will, trust me. Nevertheless, this project is beautiful and unique, and the large community backing and funding this development is very excited about what the future holds when the game is finished. So how do you install Star Citizen? The first thing you need to do is go to their website, rubberspaceindustries.com. Once on the website, you will see all these cool videos, pictures, and posts from CIG, but more than anything, you will be bombarded by their marketing things that may or may not be accurate to the state of the game today. When I first started, I struggled finding instructions on this website about how to install the game and what are the requirements that I need to follow. What I want to do in this video is show you what in my opinion, is the best area in this website that you can find clear instructions on what you need to do to install Star Citizen in your computer. Obviously, anyone will think that the best way to go is to click on the big Play Now button displayed on the front of the page. But when you click on it, and depending on the time of the year it is and what kind of event is going on, the only thing this button does is take you to a marketing page where immediately they are trying to make you spend some money on it. Now, don't get me wrong, you do need a starter pack to play Star Citizen, and also during certain events you will find very good deals on starter packs as well. My only issue with this is that during these events, most of the times you're allowed to try Star Citizen without having to buy a starter pack. They will give you some free ships that you can try for free, and therefore trying to push you initially to buy a starter pack to try Star Citizen, I find a little bit misleading. So for example, starting on May 19th, 2023, at the time of this video, there's going to be a free fly week during the Invictus event in Star Citizen. During this event, there's going to be a lot of different military type ships that you can rent and try yourself. In addition to this, you will probably get some free ships from CIG for you to try out during the free fly week. And you do not need a starter pack to do this during this week. Also, after playing for a week and trying many different ships, you might decide that actually the starter pack ship that you want is none of this that they are promoting on this page. By the way, you see some PC requirements here. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Another way to get started from the website is to go over the Games menu on the top of the page and clicking on Join Star Citizen. This will take you to a page that I consider actually has a lot more information that they should have presented on the main page before, telling you more about the Star Citizen universe and the different things that you can do in it, etc, etc. You will see a lot of information about the different roles that you can play in the game, and depending whether the gameplay loop has been implemented or developed or not. It's going to tell you more about the different planets in the system currently in game. We currently only have one system. It's supposed to have, I believe, up to 100 or something like that was the idea, but there's only one at the moment. But this system has various planets with many moons, and there's plenty to play around with for the time being. And of course, this page also has the big Play Now button that everybody should click in, and it will take you again to just the current promotions. You will also see links to something called Squadron 42. That is a separate game. This is all you need to know for this video. It is a single player game being developed in parallel to Star Citizen. So I'm going to spare you the details and the drama surrounding this particular project at the moment. Maybe in the future I'll make a video about Squadron 42. So right next to the game drop-down menu, you will also find the apps drop-down menu. Inside this menu, you will see different links for different areas of the website again, but there is something in the bottom that you can see called Launcher and Download Star Citizen. Clicking on Launcher brings us to a page where we have exactly what we need to know in order to play Star Citizen or start with Star Citizen. You have 4 simple steps that you need to do. First of all, you need to have a RSI account, or Rubber Space Industries account, and there you have links on how to enlist or sign in if you already have an account. Another way to create the account is simple, just to click on the account button on the top. Here you will be able to sign in if you already had an account. Otherwise, you just click on the Enlist Now button. This will present you with a page where you need to put your account name, or that will be your character name in game, your email address, password, birthday, and all those kind of marketing informations. You will also see an area for referral codes and where you can add a code. Basically, when you start your game and buy a package, you get a certain amount of money for your character to start with in the game. If you add a referral code, you get an additional 5,000 credits that your character will have at the start of the game, and it's not much, but it helps starting up your journey into Star Citizen. I put my referral code in the bottom left of the screen. You can use it if you want to gain another 5,000 credits when you start the game. I don't necessarily monetize from this channel, so if you think this video is helpful and you want to help me out get some goodies in game, feel free to use my referral code. I really appreciate it. Okay, so then afterwards all you need to do is click on Enlist. You will go through the typical steps nowadays, where you get an email that you need to confirm and ping pong it back, and once everything is confirmed, you will be able to log in into your account in Star Citizen using the sign-in form. After signing in, you should be able to see a green check mark on the first item on the list. Now we go to the second item, which is game package, and if you click on that link, basically it will take you to the game packages page. You can click on view all game packages to be able to see all packages that are generally available throughout the year, as well as any current specials going on. However, remember, you do not need this yet at the time of the free week. All you need is your RSI account in order to try the free week and the ships and during the event. If you happen to have a package purchased, you will see also a green check mark on the second item. That should also provide a green check mark on the third item called Module Access. Now for the last item in the checklist is to download the latest version. Here you will have some PC requirements, and I just wanted to mention a few things about that. One, they mentioned that you can use Windows 8 to 10. I'm actually using Windows 11 and I have no problem with it. They do recommend a graphic card with at least 4 GB of RAM. To be honest, in my opinion, if you want to have a decent experience playing this game, you need to have at least 8 GB of VRAM in your graphic card. For the CPU, all I can say is that I was able to play at the beginning with a 3rd generation Intel CPU quad core, and it was a little bit painful, but it was okay. Anything AMD 5000 and up, Intel maybe 10th generation and up should be okay. They do mention they require 16 GB of RAM, although I know people that play with 8 in their laptops. However, in my opinion, I think to have a decent experience in this game, you need at least 32 gigabytes of RAM. On the hard disk side, they recommend SSDs, or strongly suggest. I will say this is a must. If you try to play this game with a hard disk drive, old school, you're pretty much going to be playing through a slideshow. Not to mention, loading times will be ridiculously long. And that's it for this video, guys. This is how you install Star Citizen, or what I think is the best way to do it. I hope this video was useful. Sorry, I'm not a professional YouTuber, so the video might be a little bit rough for the eyes. And yeah, I hope to see you out there in the verse.